What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So I found this pretty good tier list that we're going to be doing for today's video. We are going to be ranking the top 25 NBA players. I think I'm going to do it at this moment. I was kind of going back and forth. Do I want to do it just solely off the 2021 season, or do I want to just do it overall? Now, I guess, you know what? No, I'm going to do it off the 2021 season. Yeah. We're going to keep it current. And yeah, this is going to be a ranking video, so I kind of have to give out this disclaimer. Remember, this is just my subjective list. There is no scientific objective list to make off here. This won't be a perfect list. You're going to disagree with some of these picks, and I'm glad you will, because if you did, it wouldn't be as fun if you're agreeing with me on every single one of these picks. So, yeah, we're going to do 1 through 25. I'm not really going to try to include the playoffs, because I know that's maybe going to lower Jimmy Butler's stock, up Trae Young's stock. I'm going to kind of do it just from this 2021 season as a whole, just like it was going into the playoffs. So that is a quick disclaimer out there, because not everybody on this list is in the playoffs, so it can really help some people and hurt some people. Like, we'll have Steph in there, so we really won't know how his season's going to go if he made the playoffs, or like a guy like Zach LaVine who's also on this list. So yeah, we're going to get into this now. If you guys enjoy these videos, please drop a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it, and let me know in the comments, what do you agree with and what do you disagree with? And yeah, I guess we're going to hop right into this. This is going to be very tough. I don't know where I want to start at. I think 1 through 5 will be a lot easier than trying to figure out my 21 through 25. So my number one player will most likely be my MVP at the end of the year. And where is he? I can't find him. I see his teammate over there, so you already know who it is. I'm completely blind. Can I not find Nikola Jokic? If this man... Oh, it was such a good tier list. Please tell me Jokic is here. And I don't see Jokic. Actually, okay, nope, I'm blind. He was right here. Thank God, because I would have been like, oh, that's so annoying. I'm going to have to look for a new tier list. So, Jokic comes number 1 for me because he was going to finish as my top number 1 in MVP. Curry was going to finish number 2 for me. There was no way that he would finish number 1 not making the playoffs. I think even if he was the 8th or the 7th seed in the play-in tournament, he would also not win MVP for me. If he finished 6 or higher, I think I would have considered it a little bit, just because Russ won one as a 6th seed in what was that, 2017? That was 2017, yeah. So I thought that was maybe a case where that could have happened. So Curry's going to come in at number 2 for me. And then my top 3 is fairly easy. I kind of wish this was in my conference, or, I don't know, divisional format, so I know, because I'm just kind of trying to scan here really quickly who my third in MVP is. And it is going to be Joel Embiid. So that's pretty much how I'm doing my top 5. And this is pretty much how I would do this list, is I would rank my 1 through 25 and deserving of MVP this season. I think that's how I would go with some best players. So that is my 1 through 3. We got Jokic, Curry, Embiid. 4 is tough because I think when he was playing, LeBron James definitely should be in that list, but the fact that he didn't play as many games this year, I don't know if I want to put him at number 4. So I'm going to probably put LeBron at 5 just to keep him there in the top 5, but just the games played, it will hurt him. Because, like, but I guess, like I just said, for MVP, and there's a qualifying games you kind of need to play for MVP, but I think I'm going to kind of just go off of that. And go how I'd rank through 1 to 25. Everybody on this list I would like to rank, so games played really isn't going to be a factor too much. So I think my number 4, and there was 51 players, I believe, to start off with this, so we have a good amount of players. So my number 4 is going to be Giannis of the Bucks. That's Giannis, right? I can't really see that, but yeah, that's definitely Giannis. So Giannis was probably going to come 4th in my MVP, and then when he was playing, LeBron is going to come number 5 for me as my 5th best player this year. So I'm not going to count games played too much for a tier list, because I feel like that wouldn't be as fun. So now we get into like a little bit more interesting 6 through 10. Now this is where I kind of have to go through each player and figure out who would make it. So I think Chris Paul, I don't think he'll be 6, but he's definitely going to be there. Okay, so I think based off this season, I think Harden will probably be at 6 for me. But games played, do I... No, because Harden didn't, but no, I don't want to go with the games played route. I gotta get off that. So yeah, Harden's gonna come in at 6 for me. And if they're in the same tier, you can kind of, like, change them around. And if, like, one player's at the end of the tier, like LeBron and Giannis, and Harden's there at the top of the next tier, you could definitely switch those guys around too. Like, I'm perfectly fine with that. So we're gonna have Harden at 6. Like, Chris Paul's... Oh, no, just kidding. I'm gonna have... Oh, but... You know what? I'm putting Luka at 5. I'm putting Luka at 5, and I'm dropping LeBron with Harden now to 6 through 10. And this is just off this season. Obviously, overall, I'm taking LeBron out over anybody on this list. And I probably wouldn't take Jokic over everybody on this list if we're doing overall, but just off this season. So, I'm going to have LeBron. Yeah, I want to have Luka in the top 5. Okay. So now I think, like I said, KD, he didn't play as much, but when he played, he was spectacular. So... And like I said, Kyrie was also so good this year. So was Kawhi. Ooh, this is a tough tier. This really is a tough tier. So I think I'm going to put... Tatum was really good. I want to put Chris Paul in there. Because he helped lead the Suns to the 2 seed. He was phenomenal. So who else gets in this tier? And I can move them around. I feel like I'm going to put KD and Kyrie in this tier. Because Kyrie was 50, 40, 90. Kyrie actually might be... 11. But Kyrie, I don't know. Do I put Kyrie over Paul? That's tough. Because I think, like, where's Mr. Talk a lot? Okay, where's Kawhi? So, Kawhi, like, or I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Just because we didn't get to see that much out of KD this year. But, like, he's still... Like, I think he was a top 10 player this year. It's going to be tough. Like, I'm really excited to watch, like, the Thinking Basketball video that's going to come out because he does a really good rankings of the top 10 players of the season. So, that is what I'm going to come up with. No. I'm going to have Kawhi in front of Paul. Yeah. I'm going to have Kawhi in front of Harden, too. Yeah, okay. So that is my 6 through 10. Boy, this is tough. This is so tough. All right, so we got 11 through 15. We already have Kyrie in there. We're going to have Dame in there. I think I'm going to actually put Dame in front of Kyrie. But Kyrie was 50, 40, 90. And he helped lead the Nets to the 2 seed. He averaged, what, like 27 points a night? All right, so I'm going to do that. Maybe I'm being too high on Chris Paul. And you can let me know if I am in the comments below. Because I definitely could be. Okay, so then we have Lillard. See, like, it's weird because I want to have, like, Zion in there. Beal, because he was, like, the second leading scorer. Paul George had a great season. Kyle Lowry. Okay, Jimmy Butler was really good this year. I know he got swept, and I know he played horribly, or he was just horrendous in round 1 against Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes scored more points than him. He was literally, like, a minus, or his net rating was just horrendous. Also, so like I said, this is off the regular season and how their 21 season unfolds, because it's not fair to say, oh, Zion kind of finished like on a higher note because his season got cut short and they didn't make the playoffs and Jimmy Butler got quote unquote embarrassed in the playoffs. So I'm not gonna really go by that. So I like Jimmy there. Okay, so now the other two got the last spots in this tier. I think Paul George is up there, but like I'm gonna throw a bunch of players in here. Paul George, Tatum. This is so tough. I think Zion I want to put in there. AD. I mean, Gobert might win Defensive Player of the Year. So would Ben Simmons. Okay, so I think that's the rest of the players I would put in that tier. Because I think Booker and Mitchell would probably fall just outside that. But like this is just off this season. Because like overall, I'm taking Booker and Mitchell over Zion still. So I think I'm going to leave it as that. I'm going to have it as Paul George and Jason Tatum for that 11 to 15 tier. Now 16 to 20. Because like Randall was so good this year, but he's been horrible for the Knicks in the playoffs. But I think he might be like the first guy there. So I think I'm going to have Mitchell, because he helped lead the Jazz to the 1 seed, followed by his teammate followed by Booker, then Gobert. I'm so bad with this. I don't know if this is lazy on my part, but I always lump Mitchell and Booker together. I always do. So I'm gonna have him at 16, him at 17, Gobert at 18. Do I give Ben Simmons the defensive love I'm giving Gobert? I think I have to. Yeah, I think I have to. Even though they're gonna be defensive player of the years, I don't know overall though. Because I think Zion was incredible this year. So what about if I did something like that? Who am I leaving out that I'm like, okay, should probably be in there? I mean, Murray was having a great year, but it got cut short a little bit. Beal's tough too. I think I might do this and then bump Zion down. Let me see. Because like I got to figure out who the next 4 players are going to make this list. I feel like Julius Randle has to be on here. So guys I know that aren't going to be in here. So I can actually kind of, let me just add a row below. Just to like put all the players that I know will not be making this list. Sabonis will not be making this list. And PJ had a great season, but I don't think he'll be making this list. Kristaps, no. Capella, no, but he was fantastic this year. Wood, no. Actually, let me just bump down Capella, but I don't think he'll be making it. CJ, I don't think he played enough where I'm going to really want to put him on there. Draymond, he was fantastic defensively, but I don't think he'll be making the list. Jeremy Grant won't be making it. Gordon Hayward won't be making it. I don't think Kyle Lowry would be making it, nor would Fred VanVleet. Conley was great, but he won't be making it. Neither would DeRozan. Like, they were fantastic in their top 30, top 35, but just not making my list. Same with Russ. Russ will be tough. De'Aaron Fox had a great season, but he won't be making it. Siakam won't be making it. Ingram won't be making it. Cat won't be making it. Jeez, this is tough. This is really tough, because then I'm like, okay, all these guys could possibly be in there. I think I'm going to cut out Jamal Murray. I think I'm going to cut out John Morant. Yeah, definitely cutting out John Morant. He's been phenomenal in the playoffs. And if this was just, like, counting playoffs, yeah, I'd have him high, but this is just off the regular season. All right, so... Okay, Zion, I think even had a better year than Julius Randle, so I'm going to... even though Julius Randle did lead the Knicks to the 4 seed, but it's the East versus West, and the West is a lot more competitive. I don't know. It's like I said, it's in the same tier that's kind of up in the air. So I don't think Shea's going to make my top 25 list. I think Levine has to, but I think Yeah, or that's Vucevic. So I don't think I'm going to put Vucevic in there. I'm going to put Levine. I kind of want to put Drew. But, like, 80 was still solid when he played. Okay, so I'm going to put 80 there. Oh, and then who gets the last spot? Or I'll put 80 in front of Levine. Where do I put Levine in front of Zion? Yeah, I'm going to do that. You know what? I'm going to do this. Because defense and kind of leading your team to top seed when he was playing. And then when he got hurt, obviously, they kind of fell off a little bit. So, who gets the last spot out of all these guys? I don't think it's going to be Clint Capella, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to be Chris Middleton. So, it comes down between Trey, Bam, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, and Russell Westbrook. Oh, man, this is tough. Oh, I hate these tier lists sometimes. I really do. Who gets the spot? I kind of want to give it to Drew Holiday. I kind of want it. But Trae Young did lead the Hawks to the 5 seed. Russ was so good in the second half. Bam was so good as well on both sides of the floor. And so was Jaylen Brown. God, I don't know, man. I really don't know who I want to put in here. I think I might give it to Trae. I might give it to Trae. I don't think I'm going to give... Because, like, also leading your team to a better record helps out, like, a lot. So I'm not going to put Bam in here. I'm not going to put Jaylen in here. I don't think I'm going to put Russ. It comes down between Holiday and Trae. I don't know, man. This is tough. This is really tough for me. I'm going to give it to Trae, but Drew would probably be my first man out. So I'll leave him in there. But yeah, that is going to be my list for the top 25 guys throughout the 2021 regular season. If I delete this row, oh, they all just get deleted. Okay, so Drew Holiday is an honorable mention there for that last spot. If they're in the same tier, really don't buzz my balls too much because I'm fine if you put like KD at 6 and LeBron at 10. And if they're like at the end of one tier and the beginning of another tier, I'm fine if you switch them. Like I'm fine if you put Lillard at 10 and then KD at 11 and Kyrie at 12. I'd be fine with that too. So let me know what you agree with or disagree with down below. I don't know if I have Gobert and Simmons too high, but I do like to value their defensive skill set. And yeah, let me know what you agree with or disagree with down below. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.